What's up, guts and nuts? Welcome to this edition of The Basement Show. I am your host, Liam James. Join me this week as I talk about some stuff. This week, I'd like to talk about the subject that's been on top of everybody's mind and everybody's mouths and on the tip of everyone's tongues. Eminem's surprise release album called Kamikaze, in which he took shots at a lot of various artists. Tyler, the Creator, Drake, mumble rappers, MGK, Joe Budden. As you can guess, nobody's really responded other than, a couple videos here on Instagram or other various social media outlets. MGK did, however, respond to Eminem's diss track with a track of his very own called Rap Devil. In it, he basically calls Eminem old and washed up. Can't say that I disagree with his choice of words, but, Eminem, you are old. You need to give it up. You made your mark. Cool. Ever hear that saying, let sleeping dogs lie? You should do that. I mean, you are a great word lyricist, but you don't need to prove anything anymore. You could just give it up. Let it go. You're good, dude. Hang up the shoes. I mean, if you want to put something funny out just for the sake of old shit, just to be funny because you're bored and you need to put shit out, then fine. Go ahead. Do that. But other than that, dude, just give it a rest. Let it go. If you'd like to check out MGK's response, there will be a link below. Be sure to stop by, check that out, give it a good listen to, form your own opinions and shit. Also on the record, he dissed former Slaughterhouse member Jump Off Joe Budden. The Jersey native said that he will not be responding lyrically. Sorry fans, he will not be putting out any diss tracks because he is retired. However, he did have plenty to say about the album and the song in which he was dissed. Be sure to check that out on his podcast. I believe it's called the Joe Budden Podcast. There will be a link for that in the comments below as well. Football is back. Yes! Finally got some shit to watch on TV. However, that is not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about him. And him. And Nike. What do these all have in common together? Well, this guy and that guy played in the NFL. This guy took a knee and everybody praised him. And everybody was all on board for it. For why? I don't fucking remember. This guy took a knee. Sorry. This guy sat and then took a knee. And everybody made a big old stink about it. So yeah, here we go again. Football's back. Will people be kneeling? I don't know. Kaepernick was a former quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers. He started sitting during the national anthem because he, quote, could not support a country that condoned oppression of black and colored people. It wasn't until later that we noticed that he started taking a knee. Nate Boyer, a former Green Beret and free agent in the NFL at the time, reached out to him wanting to know why he was sitting and not standing during the national anthem. At that time, players were not required to stand during the national anthem. They were just, simply encouraged to do so. So him and Nate Boyer got together, and after talking about it, they decided that Kaepernick would take a knee to still show respect for those that serve and are serving and, have served. So, long story short, they decided, hey, still show respect. We're gonna take a knee because active members of the service kneel at graves, for the fallen ones that they. So he started getting stink about it because he wasn't standing, and then other players started kneeling for whatever reasons. I support Kaepernick's reason. Okay, we have the right to protest. We have the right for freedom of speech and to practice whatever. So ultimately, in the end, this guy says, hey, I still respect the men and women in the services, in the armed service, but I don't respect our government, is basically what he was saying. So what does that have to do with Nike, you ask? Well, Nike has decided to make Colin Kaepernick the face of their brand. And just like with all the fucking players last year kneeling during the national anthem and the retards getting all uppity and go burning up all their shit, a bunch of people are pissed off and are burning their Nike and throwing away all their Nike gear. How about you give it to the men and women of the service that are homeless, you know, the vets that you so care about so much? Newsflash, guys. Nike doesn't give a shit what you do. You have already made them millions. They're trying to target the younger generation. They're trying to target the future buyers of Nike. And guess what? They don't care if you boycott them all you want. You aren't buying them, but guess who you're buying it for? That's right. You're still going to buy your kids Nike shit because that's what they want. I highly doubt you're going to go let your kid rock a pair of Filas or a pair of Pumas. Some parents will, majority won't. I doubt it. So, again, Nike doesn't give a shit. Nike isn't going to do something that isn't going to make them money. Sure, they have crazy ventures and ideas, but if they think it's going to make them money, they're going to go for it. If they don't think it's going to make money, they're not going to go for it. So essentially, Nike doesn't really care what you do. They don't. Neither do I. But if you're going to throw your shit away and burn it, give it to the homeless. At least do that. So I want to talk about something that I saw recently and that I've been hearing parents talk about recently as well. This dumb bitch, I forget her name and I forget the article, but you can probably Google it. She wants to call little newborn babies babies. She does no longer want to do boy and girl genders. She thinks that the children should be able to decide when they're old enough to decide what they are. What? You dumb cunt? Like, okay, I know I'm a stoner, and I know I'm high. You probably know I'm high. But this chick is really high. Like, you're educated, you went to college, you have a degree, and you think we should start calling kids babies? Newsflash, people. There's only two genders. You either got a dick or you got a slit. That's it. There's no in between. There's no anything else. There's no such thing as a transgender. Yes, I know. There's such thing as a transgender, blah, blah, blah. No, it's just a confused ass fucking person who doesn't know what they want to be. They think they're the opposite sex, but they're stuck in the body of whatever sex they are. Could be a woman wanting to be a man wanting to be a woman. Like, and that confuses me as well. Why do lesbians hook up with lesbians that look like men? You're gonna, I mean, from most pornos I see, they use toys too. And some of my lesbian friends I've spoke with, they use toys too. So, like, if you're gonna bang a chick that looks like a dude, might as well just go with the fucking dude. She's gonna throw a strap on and fuck you anyways. You might as well get the real fucking thing. Like, shit. That is so fucking confusing. Anyways, back to the babies. Like, she wants to call them babies. No longer baby boy, baby girl, princess, prince, king, handsome, whatever. She thinks they should all be gender neutral until they can decide what they want to be. I'm sorry, lady, but you are dumber than a box of fucking rocks if you think that children should be allowed to decide what they want to be. If that's the case, then I am an attack helicopter, and I classify as a meat popsicle. I don't have any links for that, but I'm sure you can fucking Google it and fucking watch and see how stupid it is. If you want a good laugh, actually Google that. Google babies and then just read and watch whatever fucking pops up about it. You'll see what I'm talking about. People like her are what is wrong with this world today. And the fact that we allow that to happen and people to think like that, that is mind-boggling in itself. And that should not be allowed. That is how we know our school system has failed us. We really need to rethink this system, people. We really do. If we got people like this running around, fucking dumbass bitch. That's it for this edition of The Basement Show. Thank you for watching. Hit like, subscribe down below. Leave some comments of anything you might want to hear me talk about or rant about. Tell your friends, but not your mama. Thanks for watching. Peace.